What up, everybody? We're back. I'm gonna edit some photos. Here we go. So those are photos from last night. I'm gonna start working on them here in a second. I wanna make sure all my this and that's are in place. How's everybody's Saturday going, by the way? I'm trying to get some work done. All right, here we go. So I've pre-selected a few of these, and I've kind of worked with them a little bit, but like I want to bring a little more out. I only got 146. Most of them are repeats, obviously, so like you'll see the same scene multiple times because, you know, you never know what's going to work. You never know what's not going to work. I've pre-chosen some, but I'm going to go back through and clean up what I like and bring out stuff that I don't like and do all the edits and everything that needs to be done to make these actually a thing. Somebody's watching. Hope so. Hey, how's it going? Alright, I want this to be a little brighter. Now I can cheat. I can cheat. I was showing somebody this earlier today. I can totally cheat. I just hit auto here and it'll do some stuff, but I don't want that. I don't like that necessarily. Now if it's a hard scene, something where I can't figure out what I should be doing with it or to get an idea, that's the way it is. I was actually having a talk with a photographer yesterday, and apparently somebody was lighting her up about using presets. And that's not right, guys. Like, you shouldn't be bagging on other photographers for using presets. Here's the reason. So, like, if you're me, like, I have I have a ton of presets. And, like, underneath each one of these folders, there can be, you know, tens, if not, there's probably hundreds of presets in here right now that I have. I use them to get an idea about what the scene could look like, and then I change it from there. And just because I find and use a preset, it doesn't mean that it is the end-all be-all for what it is that we're doing. That's not true. If you use just presets, and I know a lot of people that do, you can do that. You can literally just hit the preset button and go on about your business. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you did your work, if you did the photo work correctly, you can pull that off, obviously. You just hit one of the presets over here, done, export it, you're ready to go. I don't work that way. I take the preset and then I want to make it my own. I like usually the color and the tones that I wouldn't normally be able to pull out myself. I wouldn't know what to look for. And it's not that, again, it's not that I don't know what I'm doing or, you know, whatever else. It's just that you get, when you have to do all this, you get stuck creatively. So it's good to have some sort of balance to be able to give you an idea of a look that you may want. And that's hard for people. It's hard for people to accept that, you know, maybe, sometimes, it's okay. I think it's just alright. Alright, back to this. I have to keep checking messages because I posted up photos on my professional Facebook page about some turdish comments I have received about a couple of photos that I've put up. I think they're great. I think they're lovely and wonderful. But apparently other people have different ideas about what's happening. And that's not right. I love this. I've already edited this one. I did this one perfectly the other day. I was like, oh, that's such a cool thing. Like, alright, we'll move on to the next one. This one I've already edited because I'm going to send it off to the guy who runs this company. I love this image. I think it's great. I love the light play. The cool thing about this face is that it is so cool, dude. Like, the Mealtime Collective has such awesome, gorgeous natural light, and it already has some coverings on the windows. Not all of them. Covering on some of the windows. And it just looks phenomenal in there. Like, it is such a cool stuff. Alright, let's take a look at this one. I'm gonna look at again, we're gonna look at presets to get an idea about what we want to do and how we want to do it. I want to bring out the warmth. So you can see this color coming in. Oh, fun fact. All of this shot with one lens for this shoot. I believe I only used the Konica 40mm f1.8, which is probably my favorite lens right now. It is, I say that, that's not right. It's one of my favorite lenses right now. My second favorite lens, or other favorite lens, I guess, I don't know, is a lens we'll see later. Not in this set, maybe later today. It could be tomorrow or even Monday, from music shoot that I did. And it is Minolta 35-70. And that lens, like, it has a macro mode that I think I attempted to use. I did it out of focus intentionally to get the shot that I was looking for. It's so cool, dude. It's so cool. Alright. I don't like this, I don't think. I thought I had an idea for this, and I don't. So let's go look. Some of my favorites. It's cool. Correct gold. Start here. Pull through, make that pull through. Let's cut those highlights back. I like that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Kill that. Let's go and tweak a little more. See, now I can bring out just that. I love the texture of this, which is really cool. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'm me! Let's see what we got here. On this one, I kind of have an idea what I like. Cool. I'm good with that. This I want a little bit of character on. Some shadows with some black. So bring this down to about here. Cut this background. Turn that up again. All this is vintage lens stuff. Pretty much abandoned AF unless it is absolutely necessary. Obviously sports, some other stuff. Actually, talking with a band last night, and one of the the lead singer's wife was, you know, yelling at the lead singer afterwards, "Ross can't shoot you if you keep moving," which I thought was hilarious, but you know, whatever. But I was like, no, don't worry about that. Like I got you covered. It's not sports. It's not football, you know. It's not something where people are running, or hockey, basketball. It's something where people are like running crazy fast, you know, and you've got to shoot at 1/1000th of a second or whatever. It's like, no, they're doing singer stuff. Like they pause, they move around a lot. They, you know, it's not so bad. Alright. Cool. I don't know who these people are, and I need to meet them. I need to ask Mr. Aaron Rudd over at the Collective who these people are. I don't know them. But I really liked the look they had going. I like that. That's cool. Pull out a little more of that. Pull out a little more of that. Overcharge that red, because that's literally within the shot. Look at this focus. All manual focus. Look at these updates. You can't see them actually. This is actually a really good idea. I'm glad I put this camera here, because you can't see my dumb updates that I don't choose. They just appear out of nowhere. Alright, I'm cool with this. This one's even better though. This is gonna take a little bit of work. Not much though. Not much. I'd already done a little bit to it, it looks like. Let me change that. I think I left it not as bright intentionally. I think I turned it up and then turned it back down. But I want a little more pop than what's currently there. Here's Colby. Already center these two because, you know, she was asking, so I did that. That's my lady person. Moving on. This is just a cool photo of a cow that I have not worked with yet. Mini cow, mind you. Very, very, very small cow. Very weird. Done. Cool. It's easy. Like I said, I already had this one picked out. Look at that cow whisker. I already had this one picked out. Moving on. Let's go in for more of a cinematic look. Not owning it on this one. Mr. Rudd. This is Mr. Aaron Rudd. This is the windows I was talking about. So like they are pretty cool. This is a cool spot, man. And I've already edited this one twice. Different edits, different crops. Not off by much. Very similar look, but not the same. Mr. CJ Hughes here. I've already edited this one. He was doing some cool painting stuff outside. There's a bunch of fun stuff going on, guys. I'd already edited this one too. Like I got this in the way that I wanted to just because. But I don't have this one yet. So we get to do that. I'm gonna roll back up at the top. I like these generic presets up here at the top because it gives me kind of an idea of what it could look like. Like that Vivid's cool. really kind of like that turquoise and red, but I'm distorting the look of his look, and I don't want to do that too much. I don't mind adding in on top of or enhancing, so like that's fine to me, but changing the overall color, I think actually at 400, it's too much. That's better. I'm okay with that. There's some things that I feel like that are okay to add into photos and some that aren't. I don't mind switching the colors around if it's my own scene, you know, but if it's somebody else's work of art and they're doing what they're doing, it's my job to try to enhance that, not make it weird, worse, I don't know. I love the wax figurine, Western toy. Cut down. That's already cut down. So we're just trying to make this, to me, as accurate as possible, the way that I saw it in my head hole. 1 or 2? Number 1 or 2? Number 1 is better. And since we have a lot to play with, and that basically fixes that scene. I like it. All right. That. Hey, who's making noise? Come on. Titan. Talking to my dogs. So outside my office right now is, come here. Come on. Come on. There's 2 dogs actually outside my office. There is, I have a Labradoodle. His name is Atlas, and he is currently on a leash outside, sitting right outside the door where I can see him, because he likes to tear stuff up. And then, not far from there is, the middle dog, Titan. And he is currently making his sad murmur sounds at the door because he can't get around the Labradoodle, because he wants to come sit over here to my left next to me where he has a spot. It is one of his favorite spots now since I've rearranged my office to be able to make this streaming thing happening, because before it wasn't how gonna work. I didn't have the space, and kind of bad at that sometimes. Cleaning up, making things nice. I think the only thing you can see, you can see my camera here, and you can see like light play back here. There's like a little basket, but everything else here has been designed specifically for this particular look. This shot desperately needs to be leveled, and I'm gonna lose a lot of real estate, but that's okay. I feel like that's alright. That's probably a little better. It was a hot day out there, y'all. How some people do it. I think you need a little bit of barrel distortion in this photo from like where this table is, but I'm cool with it. So many good light things to do. Okay, I am not going to use a preset on this, so I'm going to do 2 examples. We're going to create a virtual copy. I'm going to do one where I just edit it myself, and then I'm going to do a second one where I use the presets. And I'll show you the difference in both, just in case if you're ever curious, like, again, like I was talking about earlier, photographer, someone bagging on her, you know, because she used presets. You know, she takes amazing photos. Shout out to Meredith. Alright, here we go. So, cool light cut here, cool light cut here. I want all of this. I want everything here. Shadow's fine, but I want to leave the difference in the highlight and shadow, so I don't want to even it out too awful bad. I'm trying to get my dog back in here, he just won't do it. He's waiting outside the door, being a weirdo. That's how it goes. Alright, so, let's check exposure first. So, I want to be just a hair darker. I'm not going to change the contrast yet. We're going to play with the highlights. I'm definitely going to bring up those highlights. Definitely going to bend those shadows down. I'm not going to bring up those whites. Probably going to kill those a little bit. And then the black slider, I'm going to leave just about where it is. Just about where it is. From there, for texture, I don't think that we need to change much at all. For clarity, let's look, see what pulls. So clarity about a little more definition in the image, whatnot. I think I'm gonna turn it just a little bit. We will not dehaze at all. I'm gonna turn the vibrance up a little bit. I'm gonna turn saturation up a little bit. From there, we're gonna look at the secondary set with the tone curve. I can make those highlights just pop and pull through. We're not gonna do that. We're not. In fact, we're gonna back them off probably a little bit. The light's the same way. If we start boosting the lights, like the whole image starts to go up. I want a little more difference in the shadows and blacks. And there we are. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Now, we're gonna do it with a preset. So, we're gonna roll back up to the top here, and we're gonna do it color. We're not gonna do black and white. We're not gonna try to change it up. We're just gonna use this one panel here and see if I can get something very similar to what I have, because what I like. I like the vivid because I want the color to pop. Let's check it now. Honestly, it's not going to be much different than what I did with the set because I can do the same thing. Like I can pull, these highlights pull through, bring that down. I may do it like a slight differential because it's giving me some extra. But I mean, how much difference are we talking here? And is it really worth complaining about presets? Not much. In fact, this may actually look a little bit better depending on who you talk to. I'm not necessarily a fan. I think my original one's fine. But like, again, there's no difference, guys. There's no difference because we're still going in here and playing with stuff. So if you're hard up on presets or complaining to photographers or whining about things you don't understand, which is generally how people are, then you need to back off circa immediately. I am gonna do the turquoise. No. Yeah. So we're gonna get some of that afternoon sun in here. I hate shooting in the shadows, man. Turn that up. So Mr. Still Life with Mr. CJ Hughes, an amazing local artist here in town. He does like killer work. I don't know how this endeavor got started. We were talking a little bit about it. He found a Western toy that he was importing, and I think that's how this whole kit and caboodle got started. With him doing these types of paintings and this sort of work. He's an amazing letterist. Just his work is enough to... Stunner. #1 stunner. Already did this one. These two gentlemen selling what looked like beef jerky. Country meats. I did not get a chance to sample them. I did not crop this yet, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna leave it right there. A little leeway. Super nice dudes. They obviously posed for me. I appreciate that. That's always nice. This is where Bad Idea Brewery is going in. Let's get this leveled off a little bit. I'm gonna do it by hand, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check it. Auto. Get it to reform. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna get it close. Owners here, working on getting this done, painting these kegs, which is super cool. That's a thing that's happening. All right. So we've got a good differential between light and shadow here. We got some cool people up here. Here is Mr. MC Scholar and his lady person. I like the way the light falls. I like the scene. I may crop. See, I hate cropping on this one because if we start cropping, we're gonna lose like the tanks here. We're gonna lose this wide feel. And that is extremely disappointing. I may be able to salvage just about everything. Nah, we're gonna have to stick with 2x3. So let's go back. It's fine. Okay, now let's make this work. Do I want to do preset or do I want to do it by hand? I kind of want to do preset because I want to see what it's going to look like. Ooh. I like. Do see some selections. Nope, 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 nope. That's too much. A little bit. Can y'all not see this bottom panel? Yeah, you can. Okay. Wait, I don't know how far down it goes. Oh, okay, so yeah, you can see absolutely all these panels. Fantastic. Yeah. And all of this shot, manual. Konica 40mm f1.8, my current favorite lens. Sony a7 III. And if you look up here, it'll actually tell you ISO 200, and that's all it has at 1/16th of a second. Again, manually dialed in. There's no... All of these things are chosen. There are a lot of people doing this out here right now that just hit pure manual or hit pure auto and just take some photos. I'm not one of those dudes, man. I don't have the heart. I just don't. I don't have the ability to not try. It's a crunchiness in here. A little bit of crunchy. A little crunchy. Give it a little more character. Sweet! Here's the new bad idea sign. Wow, I thought I was this. I didn't even come close. That's terrible. Yeah, no, that's even worse, honestly. We can throw this away, guys. I think that this is one of those cases where it's not worth salvaging. This one though, that's cool. We can make that work, especially with the crop. Yes, that is so good, dude. Anybody out there? Okay, back to it. Want the texture out of this door, out of this image. I want the whole thing. Obviously, you can see what's an image. The bad idea starts to fall off here. This is in focus. This is not. So I cut the focus line about here with the offset. So I can do this, and I can do this. And I can really crank this. Good bit. I want this to be uber cinematic. Yeah, more like that. That's good. We're gonna do it again. And this time, we're gonna look at the film essentials. Because again, like, it's gonna get close to what I want. Right off the rip. Like, that's, ugh. Again, if you're using presets, it's okay, guys. It's okay to use the presets. It's fine. If anybody tells you different, refer them to this channel. I actually make money doing photography. People occasionally pay me to take photos. But more often than not, they just get stolen. Complete and total. People I don't enjoy. I want to use curse words on the stream, but I have to find new ways to insult people, it seems. Yeah, just like that. That's what I want. Alright, let's get rid of some of this. Yeah, I'm gonna export this on its own and send that over there to him. I think it'll be fun. As soon as this stream's done. I've done a tank shot before. We're gonna do a tank shot again. Again, I'm lazy. Right this second. I'm not gonna do it all by hand. I'm gonna dial. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I already got that one. Fix it the way I want to. Like that. No. I don't think that it is actually straight up and down, but it appears to be. At the angle which I was shooting? Alright, I'll give it to you, I guess. Crop it just a hair. I hate that I didn't have a better angle, but from where I was, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. And I hate that the ISO is over cranked too, but there again, like, I'm shooting all this on manual, so I went from the sunshine to literal nothingness So I'm doing the best I can. And I didn't check it. I was just trying to shoot real fast. And like you'll see here, it went from 10,000 on this shot, but like I didn't redo it. I thought I did. I didn't redo it. It's okay. We'll make it work. That's the one I want. Look at Mr. TJ Terry Hutt over here, talking about beer and tats. Co-owner. Thankfully, I am ever, ever, ever so grateful that I made the switch from Canon to Sony. I would not be able to pull off half or any of these photos without having switched to mirrorless. And I mean that literally. It's not... You just can't do this with DSLRs, man. Like, you can't use manual lenses. You can't get these looks. You can't do this thing. Everyone thinks it's the camera. It is to some degree. It is to some degree the camera. But the lens choice on here is what I love the most. The 40 is my favorite focal length right now. I laughed when I heard a number of people years ago tell me, like, you should play with the 40, you should play with the 40, you should play with the 40. I'm like, nah, I literally need anything else. I need to stick with a 50, I need to do an 85, I need a 35. Did not understand the allure or the need for the 40. But having done my research, both on camera and off, the 40mm is one of the most amazing focal lengths for just about anything. Literally anything. Touch, turn down, soften, kill them highlights. Protect your highlights, guys. Always protect your highlights. You got a decent up camera, you can bring up shadows, but you can't save data, detail, information that just ain't there. It just ain't there. Cannot turn chicken crap into chicken salad. You know what we're gonna do on this? Bang. Right there. Sweet. Better. 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 Yes. Balance. Balance in all things. All right, cool. Sweet. There we go. Again, I hate this. I hate that I didn't see the ISO switch. and I did not fix it in time. Again, like this, all these. But I went back outside. I made a loop. And that's how we got these lovely photos. I love this one. This is great. That's definitely him. Cool. Cool. I think I can make it work. Out of focus, obviously. The rocks are in focus, though. Again, all manual. Can't win them all, but I think it works well here. I think in this second shot, he actually is in focus and whatnot, and that's okay. We're gonna do create virtual copy. Now we're gonna do a different edit. I like the vintage look of that. Moving on. We're almost near the end of the set. Okay. Yeah, a little more in focus. That's better. But there again, we don't have to have everything perfectly in focus. We don't have to do what everybody else is doing, because I'm not your random Instagram lady. I do what I want. I'm not here to please you. Here to make smart. And that's how we remove Weird Lady in the background. Just like that. Cool. I likes it. Danny. Alright, there's one in here that's really good. You can see the spray coming out and whatnot. Can't see it here. It's not here. I may have already messed with it. It may be in the second set. There may actually be a couple of different ones right here. That would be fun. I'm gonna do this with my hand. Pop and pull. It was so cool, man, to like see all these people out, especially at the cab for this. Like, this was so good, dude. Lots of cool people coming out. Lots of cool new people coming out. Hey, you finally made it, Titan. Brighter. Not much though. Getting near the end of the set, guys. And then Monday, I'll probably be back. Alright, we're just gonna get lazy. I say lazy like I'm not making good choices, but lazy like I kind of want to go get another drink and I kind of want to go play PlayStation. I should start streaming that too, because I mean, if anyone out there wants to do anything, let me know. Down for just about whatever. But all in good time. That accusation, that point, these people. I just like that is. This one I've already done because I know exactly what I wanted. They buried this poor child. They buried this poor child. Here's another one. This is gonna come out amazing. It's all about the framing on this one for me. Little separation. Needs to be straightened a hair. The advantage is we're not losing anyone in the straightening. And then we can use one of these baller presets to just make this scene come alive, because it is full of energy. Everybody in this, man, has got everyone in this photo is doing something. No one is just sitting by waiting for stuff to happen, which I appreciate. Everyone has a role here. So cool, dude. The last one, this was just me seeing if there was anything there. Not really. So here is this finished set. That is from the original Cab Night. That's from the first one. Picking up here and moving forward. Collection of around 37 photos. Not bad. Not bad. Some are dupes, some aren't. Some are different looks. But they're all done. And that is it for me today. I've done enough. I feel like I've gone an hour. Did I do an hour? 42 minutes. It's time for a 15-minute break, guys. Healthy relationships with yourself. 45 minutes of work, 15-minute break every time. I'm gonna go get a drink. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like I said, probably be back Monday, hopefully, to do the rest of these. If not, I may be back here in 45 minutes if I feel like when I'm done playing video games for a minute, and we'll see what happens. All right, y'all take it easy. Peace.